Hoodwink currently has a win rate of 50% on Pro Tracker, however, Ari from OG is winning every single game as a Hoodwink support in Pro games. He's playing Hoodwink in every single Pro game if it's not banned in the first phase. There are some unique things that he is doing consistently in every game in terms of items and skill build. Everyone is copying his build in high ranked games and it has become meta. In this video, I'll show you guys how you can copy what he is doing and gain MMR. Starting with his early item build, Ari always has the same item build in every single game, which is a set of Tango, 2 branches, magic stick, blood grenade, blightstone, and a sentry. Blightstone scales really well with Acorn Shot as Acorn Shot does physical damage, so enemy having less armor due to Blightstone means more damage. He calls for another set of Tango and more sentries after the bounty tunes. If he's playing with a hero that can secure the range creep on its own, for example Magnus with Shockwave or Mars with his spells, then Ari starts with Bushwhack on level 1 and plays for bounty tune fight. If he's playing with a hero that struggles with securing range creep in lane, for example Doom, who will have to walk in to hit the range creep, in that case he goes for Acorn Shot on level 1 to secure the range creep. In 7.35, Hoodwink's laning was improved because both spells got a buff. The cooldown on Acorn Shot is only 10 seconds, which allows Hoodwink to farm jungle and lanes actively. Hoodwink can clear out the waves in mid to late game easily with Acorn Shot and Bushwhack damage and doesn't have to show in the lane at all, which helps in lanes being pushed towards the enemy's side, and it is a very important move because it forces enemy to react to either try to follow and kill you or adjust the lane back again. This provides information on map about where the enemy team is playing, helps you get items, and opens up the map for your course to farm because of this information. Hoodwink has less number of deaths compared to other support heroes as it is really hard to kill Hoodwink because of Scurry, which provides insane amount of movement speed, evasion, and cast range about which I'll talk later in this video. Sharpshooter, which is Hoodwink's ultimate, provides break, which is amazing against strong heroes like Timbersaw, Primal Beast, and Tide. In laning stage, first of all he blocks the small camp and after that he plays either in the middle of the lane or the opposite side to enemy support in the lane. Hoodwink has a decent attack range but very slow attack speed, so if you're playing on the same side as enemy support and trade attacks with him, you'll most likely lose the trade. So what he does is, he attacks the enemy support while being in the middle of the lane and runs to the opposite side if the enemy support trades back. When he's playing opposite to enemy support, he starts hitting the enemy core and repeats these trading attacks while switching sides for the rest of the laning stage. If the big camp is blocked, he uses the second sentry that he calls after the boundary runes to unblock the big camp. Having big camp unblocked can help you create pressure in the lane by pulling and denying creep experience and keeping the wave close to your tower for your offlaner. To secure the 3-minute Lotus, he pushes the wave into enemy's tower so they are not able to contest it. Securing Lotus in the lane helps you take better trades and makes it hard for enemy to commit for a kill. After that, he pulls the big camp and adjusts the lane back again. He uses his Acorn Shot to harass the enemy heroes in lane a lot. Whenever there's a chance of Acorn Shot hitting both heroes or bouncing to one hero twice, he uses it. One most important thing which Ari does is he keeps calling for tangos and clarity whenever he's about to be on low health or mana, so he can stay in lane and keep giving his impact. As a support, the best you can do is win the lane, and if you win your lane then the game seems easier. So to win the lane, it is very important to have your impact in the lane continuously, and that you can do by not being half health with no regen or staying at 0 mana and not being able to use your spells in the lane. In a scenario where your offlaner can't do much in the lane and you feel like you want to rotate to other lanes and create pressure, if the enemy has unblocked the small camp, block it again so your offlaner doesn't suffer much by being forced to play around enemy's tower. While everyone likes to max Bushwhack, Ari goes for Acorn Shot. If he starts with Acorn Shot on level 1 and he stays in lane, then the skill build is 4-2-0-1. And after 2 points in Bushwhack, he goes on to max Scurry. The reason is Acorn Shot and Scurry scale really well with each point, whereas Bushwhack in comparison doesn't provide the same value. Level 4 Acorn Shot increases damage and number of bounces, which helps Hoodwink to farm side lanes and reduces cooldown. Level 4 of Scurry reduces cooldown to less than half of what it is on level 1. With 12-second cooldown and 5-second duration with 2 charges, you can stay in Scurry for way too long, and it also increases movement speed per level, which helps you escape bad situations easily. Not only that, it also provides cast range increment on each level, which helps you cast your spells from distance while pushing lanes or during teamfights. Whereas going for Bushwhack level 4 only increases damage and stun for a little duration and doesn't reduce cooldown of the spell, so this skill build from Ari is real genius. In case Ari wants to rotate on map, he gets Scurry on level 4 as it helps with movement speed, but then he gets another level of Bushwhack after maxing out Acorn Shot and then goes for Scurry. The main idea is to max out Acorn Shot first and then have 2 levels of Bushwhack, and then max Curry and skip the level 10 talent. Ari's early game item build varies from game to game, except he always gets Arcane Boots first as Hoodwink faces mana issues and Arcane Boots is a very strong support item right now. After that, the most common items that he makes are Roar of Arrows, Glimmer Cape, Mage Slayer, Force Staff. Against heroes that rely on magic damage, he rushes Mage Slayer and just uses Acorn Shot on them in teamfight, which nullifies their impact a lot, because the heroes hit by Mage Slayer deal 40% less spell damage for 6 seconds. Example of heroes against which Mage Slayer would be an ideal buy are Invoker, Timber, Zeus, Leshrac, Void Spirit, Phoenix, Queen of Pain, etc. If his team lacks catch, then he goes for Roar of Arrows after Arcanes, which helps Hoodwink in setting up pickoffs, and later on you can convert it into Gleipnir and push out the lanes easily. Hoodwink's ultimate is really strong and it does a lot of damage from early to late game. After the laning stage, if he is not level 6, then he takes a lane and gets experience to get his levels. If his team wants to fight, he will join them and give his impact by using his spells from distance, but if his team is not ready to fight yet and has mid to late game heroes, he will take a lane and keep farming it. Hoodwink relies heavily on levels. The more the levels, the harder it is to play against a Hoodwink, because once Scurry is level 4, it's really hard to catch the hero in trees with insane movement speed. Every time there's not much happening on map, you will find Ari pushing a side lane because there are always trees there, and Scurry gives 30% evasion when Hoodwink is standing next to them. And you can run into trees with max movement speed on Scurry's active. On top of that, you can use your ultimate to escape as well. Pushing side lanes and forcing enemies to split on map is something that can improve your win rate as a support by a big percent, so start doing it instead of standing AFK behind tower every time. In terms of team fight, Ari tends to join almost every fight. Hoodwink is a hero that just requires good positioning in team fight, and with his crazy damage from ultimate and long range spells due to Scurry's active 200 cast range, he keeps using his spells again and again in team fight. And in case he gets caught, he just uses his ultimate and Scurry to escape. He doesn't stand AFK and auto-attack the enemy heroes, rather he keeps running around in fight and gives his impact by staying alive and using his spells whenever he can. There's another fight example where you can notice how Ari uses his spells and changes his position while waiting for his spells to be up again rather than standing at the same position and auto-attacking the enemy heroes. If you walk into a fight as a support, you're most likely to be killed first, therefore it is important for supports to keep their position and try to survive the fight for as long as possible. Support Hoodwink has a really bad attack speed, so you don't want to auto-attack the enemy heroes anyways unless you're in a safe position around your team and the enemy team can't go on you. This allows him to continuously give his impact in team fights. As Hoodwink, if he is smoked to start a fight and the enemy team is in vision, he goes front, uses Scurry for additional cast range, and either starts with arrows or bushwhack, but if the enemy heroes are not in vision, then he likes to stay behind his team and uses his spells later in the fight so his position doesn't get revealed. If the enemy has a lot of magic damage, Ari goes for Arcane Boots, Mage Slayer, Roar of Arrows, or Force Staff if the enemy has heroes that can jump and kill a Hoodwink. Force Staff helps with positioning, otherwise the standard Hoodwink build is Arcane Boots, Roar of Arrows, Glimmer Cape, or Force Staff, and then Gleipnir. After that, you can choose from a wide range of items, Octarine, Dirtless, Hex, whatever fits your playstyle. Mage Slayer is insanely strong item at the moment. If you just buy Mage Slayer on Hoodwink and just use Acorn Shot to apply Mage Slayer effect on enemy heroes, you'll notice how the magic damage heroes deal no damage at all in team fights, and it can be a reason for your team to win the fights, so do try it. In terms of his talents, he skips the talent on level 10 and he takes plus 40 Scurry evasion on level 16 after getting points in all skills. But in a recent game, he has taken plus 40 Scurry evasion on level 13, so if you feel like taking it, you can. This makes the Scurry evasion 70%, which is insane. At level 15, he takes plus 2 Acorn Shot bounces as it helps with pushing the lanes out better and later on helps you deal more damage in team fights. At level 20, he takes minus 4 armor corruption as it helps with Acorn Shot talent. For the last talent, you can go for 2 Acorn Shot charges and deal crazy physical damage in team fights. If you're looking to improve your game understanding in any role, I offer private coaching sessions which can help you improve your skills and achieve higher rank, just as they have for my previous students. If you're interested, you can join my Discord linked in the description. Please make sure to subscribe and like the video. Do let me know if you have any feedback, otherwise good luck with your games and have a nice day.